Hi there, this is Mark Stuart with Credential California Realty and FreeSanDiegoSearch.com. This is your local executive summary for the real estate market of 92109, which includes the communities of Pacific and Mission Beach. Your median list price right now is $895,000. It's been pretty stable at that rate for a while, but the price per square foot is declining a little bit, all the way down to $616 a foot. We'll talk a little bit more about where that decline is coming from a little bit later on in the report. Days on market, again, still stable here at 179. But let's talk about the market action index and how that is affecting things right now. Over here to the supply and demand market action index, and you'll see that it's been incredibly stable here for the last 3 years or so, but stably low. What does that mean? It means that for every property that comes on the market, there's one that also has room to be absorbed into the market, and that has been historically true now for about 3 years. However, the amount of properties going on the market and amount of properties being absorbed are just below average. This is your average line here. So we're certainly below average as far as the activity is going, but we are at least stable with properties coming on and going off. Price, geez, well, that's what's really been moving the needle in the media these days. And you really see three sections of timelines here of what price has been doing in Pacific and Mission Beach. You'll see about a year or so of real stable action here, and then followed by a 10% decline, then another year or so of real stability, followed by another sharp 10% decline. And here we are finding ourselves now in another one of those periods of stable pricing. What does that mean? Who knows going forward, but during this area here, where we generally over the course of time went up down about 20%, that was during a time where you had a lot of nervous buyers, you had lots of people out of work, a really scary economy. Right now, with interest rates at historic lows and an improving economy, I just don't know if we're going to see a whole lot more of these precipitous declines, but that remains to be seen. There is one exception to my belief in that area, and that's in these really top high-end level properties here in Pacific and Mission Beach. You'll see that, we talked earlier that the days on the market were an average of 179 days. Well, 75% of the properties are actually beating that average, where only 25% are really getting crushed by that average. This is where that decline in price per square foot is coming. And what does this really mean to you as a potential buyer or investor? What it really means is that if you're coming in and looking in this particular area, the second, third, or fourth quartiles of the market, that you're probably not going to see huge price concessions or other concessions from sellers. But if you're looking into this upper end of the market here, that these guys are probably going to have to start to be a little bit more flexible. They're looking at 3/4 of a year on a market, and properties just not moving very much. One property sold here in the last week in that quartile. So that is the executive summary for Pacific and Mission Beach 92109 here in San Diego. For more information on your community, visit FreeSanDiegoSearch.com. This is Mark Stewart with Credential California Realty. We'll see you next time.